Warning: Hurricane Melissa, the fury rising from the Caribbean Sea. Hello everyone. Today we bring you a special weather forecast with extremely important information about a tropical storm that is forming and may become one of the strongest weather events of the year. Hurricane Melissa, the beast awakening in the Caribbean Sea. A new tropical storm named Melissa is forming over the Caribbean Sea, and meteorological experts are sounding the alarm. Forecasts show that within the next 7 days, Melissa could strengthen into a major hurricane, possibly reaching Category 4 or even Category 5, levels that have historically caused catastrophic damage. What's even more concerning is that Melissa's path remains highly unpredictable. Some meteorological models indicate that the storm could directly impact Jamaica, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Cuba, and may even reach the United States in just over a week. Currently, the center of Melissa lies just south of the Dominican Republic and Haiti, moving slowly toward the west-northwest. Its speed is only about 3 to 4 kilometers per hour, a figure that worries meteorologists. Why? Because slow-moving storms often unleash torrential and prolonged rainfall, leading to widespread flooding and severe landslides. If Melissa maintains this pace, Jamaica, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and Cuba could experience 500 to over 1,000 millimeters of rainfall, equivalent to 50 to 100 centimeters of water in just a few days. Satellite observations show Melissa already developing clusters of intense convective clouds, with cloud tops rising tens of kilometers high. On satellite imagery, they appear as bright pink and white patches, a clear sign that the storm is gaining strength. However, this system is still being sheared by upper-level winds, temporarily preventing it from reaching full potential. Experts predict that in about 2 to 3 days, when Melissa moves past this shear zone, it will rapidly intensify, possibly reaching Category 1 or 2 hurricane strength by the end of this week and potentially Category 4 early next week. One of the main concerns for meteorologists is that Melissa's path is completely uncertain. The National Hurricane Center, NHC, has called this the most unpredictable cone in years, according to forecast models. Scenario 1, Melissa drifts slowly west of Jamaica, then curves northeastward, directly impacting Cuba and the Bahamas. Scenario 2, the storm moves farther west before turning northward, potentially affecting southern Florida first. Although the chance of a direct U.S. landfall is currently around 3 to 5%, experts caution that, with a system like Melissa, everything can change in just a few days. Some models such as HFSB and ICON predict that Melissa could reach a pressure below 900 millibars, an extremely low value typically found only in Category 5 superstorms. If that happens, Melissa could become the strongest hurricane ever formed in the Caribbean in the past decade. While this remains hypothetical, the fact that multiple models agree Melissa will become a major hurricane has drawn serious attention. The nations currently in the danger zone include Jamaica, tropical storm warnings have been issued. Haiti and the Dominican Republic facing high risks of heavy rain, landslides, and severe flash floods. Cuba, likely to experience hurricane-force winds and sea waves of 5 to 8 meters. Florida, U.S., though still distant, residents in the southeastern region should closely monitor daily updates. The so-called spaghetti models, which simulate possible paths, show a complex picture. In the next 5 days, Melissa will barely move, sitting still in the heart of the Caribbean Sea, before slowly drifting northward. This means rainfall will accumulate day after day, especially in Haiti and the Dominican Republic, where mountainous terrain makes flash floods even more dangerous. If Melissa doesn't leave the region in time, hundreds of thousands of people could be severely affected by flooding. While the Caribbean faces Melissa, the northern United States is also experiencing extreme weather. A large low-pressure system is sweeping across Michigan, bringing with it cold air masses from Canada. Temperatures in the Ohio Valley and northern plains have dropped sharply by 10 to 20 degrees Celsius overnight, making it the coldest morning since early autumn. But that's just the beginning. Within the next 7 days, Another major winter storm is forecast to strike the southern plains. Texas and Oklahoma will face strong winds, hail, and even the potential for small tornadoes. From Friday to Sunday, this system will move into the Mississippi Valley, bringing heavy rain and the risk of localized flash floods. From Sunday to Monday, a new low-pressure system will sweep across the Rocky Mountains, creating a super weather system. Models indicate this could be the most severe weather event of the month, with strong winds, hail, and potential tornadoes stretching from the U.S. Midwest to the southern plains. Monday and Tuesday next week, the Ohio Valley may continue to be affected before the storm moves toward the East Coast midweek. Finally, by the end of next week, conditions will become even more unpredictable as cold and warm air masses clash, creating chaos in the atmosphere. In summary, we are entering an extremely complex and volatile period of weather, from the tropical storm Melissa growing in the Caribbean Sea to powerful low-pressure systems sweeping into the United States. Any scenario is possible. Experts warn that the next 7 to 10 days will be the decisive phase to determine whether Melissa becomes a historic hurricane. For residents in areas at risk, from the Caribbean to the southeastern U.S., the most important thing now is to stay informed, stay prepared, and never underestimate the threat.